Welcome to the Egyptian campaign for Et Impera 1.2.6. In the last part, we continued to build up our forces in preparation for a full-scale push against Rome. The problem is they've got quite a few legions in this area, which is going to be a bit of a problem breaking through, because defeating a legion inside a settlement is going to require at least 2 full-strength armies with another army backing them up so that they can repair. Is probably the best way to describe it. And at the moment the focus is very much on coming through around the north here. I think if we can take this settlement here, that would then close off this corner here. We do have this legion up here, which could be a bit of a problem. So what we're going to need to do is minimize casualties, especially as we're going into winter. Now the other thing that happened in the last part is that we destroyed a couple of Roman navies that were getting a little bit how can you say, ahead of their own capabilities. And what I want to do is actually bring this navy south. I think if we bring them down to here, I want to send this navy north up to protect this area here. So we're just going to push this navy through. Oops. Getting a lot of stutter now with these campaign, mainly because everything is getting so big. Just to show you, you can give you an idea of how much of the map we actually dominate now. I mean, we dominate most of the east. There's a few weak people there. That path is pushing up round there. You can see Rome is very much contained to this area here, and Carthage is still hanging on. Got a little bit of a cause for concern down here in Africa, and somebody actually asked a question about whether I was going to attack through here, but what I'm doing at the moment is relying on Carthage and the Marseille here to keep Rome entertained, because I think at the moment we're keeping the pressure on. I think even Marsilla's keeping a little bit of pressure on as well. And sometimes this is the way you beat the Romans. You actually, in some ways, this is the way you actually beat the Romans. You get allies who will help you out with the process of, like I say, conquering. Or keeping them busy is probably a better way of saying it. Still can't get it, so we're going to have to pull this navy probably down into this area, because I think this is where we've got the area where we can get the actual good artillery ships. Anyway, I think what we're going to do now is get up to this area here and hope we can get in. What we're going to do is bring you in pretty close.
Egypt asks much of its servants.
And we're going to come in here. Patavium. I think the garrison here is pretty weak. You can see we've got a, I can imagine what the auto resolve is, 95%. I think we can do better than that. So we're going to fight this. I need to keep these 2 armies as strong as possible to deal with any legion that comes out against us. Oh, we're going to wait. I don't really want to fight in the rain. We are nice and dry. One day I will do a campaign, and I've thought about this from time to time, is to actually do a campaign where I always take the first event. Like, so if it says it's raining or fog, that's always going to be the rule. But I mean, that sounds interesting, but at the same time is playing in the different weather effects in the Et Impera can be a bit of a pain in the neck. Also, I've quite often had problems with when you play in fog or snow of battles actually crashing, especially when you've got a large number of units on the map. And that's one of the reasons why I tend to always play with dry. We've got the superiority. Actually, we'll put them this way. They've got absolutely no cav, so I'll put them this way. I think reinforcements are coming in from over here. So once I actually put the Tarentines on the left. In we go.
If you know me, you know I do not care for wasted words. We will win.
Just put these guys.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Yes. And we'll bring these guys up. Bring We may have to reinforce this army because it's this. Oh no, they've got heavy phalanx.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Yes, battle was always in our favour.
Swordsmen, third season.
Start to bring our troops in.
Melee infantry ready.
And we're certainly going to bring the elephants up. And the Tarantines. And of course we'll bring the missile troops up as well.
By your command. At speed.
What we'll do is bring you up. We can bring you up on a second line.
Jupiter gives us strength. Advance at speed.
And what we're going to do is pound them with use the missile fire against them. You push the slingers out that way.
One of our units has used all.
Your orders.
Tarantines up here. Elephants, where are you?
One of our units has used all its
More
ammunition.
elephants up here. You guys switch your attention to those. Tarantines. I think what we'll do is we'll send the Tarantines out so
One of our
they
units has used all
they
its
can get
ammunition.
some other attacks.
Melee infantry at your command. We await your orders. Romans ready for duty. Legionaries ready for orders. We await your command. To be answered. Elephants at the ready.
Elephants.
At the ready. Advance at speed.
Draw them in.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
You pull back.
Ready for orders. Slingers.
Slingers up.
Quick march. Tarantine cavalry. By your command. We are at your command. As you say.
Infantry that way.
Slingers. Ready for orders. As you command.
You pull away.
Ptolemaic cavalry. Orders, my lord. Ready. We are
Right, they're trying to break round the back of us at the moment.
Archers.
The archers pull away. Slingers in there. Better bring the Tarantines back to support this flank here.
By your command. To advance.
There's my elephants. Elephants, where are you?
Elephants ready for battle.
Elephants shouldn't really
Orders.
charge a single enemy unit like this, but I think we should be okay. They're true war elephants, so
Tarantine cavalry. Missile cavalry at your command. Fire on the enemy. Ready. Let's
bring these guys through. Go away. Yeah, the war elephants are doing their stuff.
order. Waiting order.
Pull away.
Tarantine cavalry. War elephant. Tarantine cavalry.
They're gone, they're gone, they're gone. End battle. We lost 64 men, which goes to show the superior armor and also the fact that the missile troops were able to really tear them up. See, the artillery did really well, 212. And down they go. Oh, so we got a population surplus. Of course, we're going to occupy this area here. This is going to be our main staging post going forward. We're certainly going to knock you down. We're not going to... I think we're knock... we're going to knock... I mean, it's not... I think we'll knock you down as well. Of course, we're going to untax you because... yeah, not going to be worth much anyway. Get you in really close in behind. Got our general here. I think we're going to go for making these guys pretty strong. I think I'll increase the capabilities of my cavalry. Now the question is, do we go for here? And if both my navies are in range. You're in range. Where's my other navy? My other navy is over here.
Ready for orders.
The garrison here. 16 with... question is, if I come in and take this, would I want to hold it? Because we got this legion here. I know absolutely nothing about. Let me just think a little. Look at the...
Setting forth in Pharaoh's name.
Yeah, this is a pretty elite legion, so
Service. Swift and silent.
got Aretium here. Yeah, I think what we're gonna do is, who are you?
I live to serve Pharaoh.
I think that is your Egyptian nobility, the red one, aren't you? Politics. Yeah, you're Egyptian nobility. So you actually need a little bit of standing to get your loyalty up. So right, what we're gonna do is you're gonna come up to here and come right to the edge. And you're going to come in here. Right, what's the auto resolve on this? 85%. We're going to go for the auto resolve here. Protective. Because my navies can retreat and replenish. And what we're going to do is we're going to liberate again. Naval traditions. That will give us... because that effectively messes up the Romans even more. It's probably the polite way of saying it. Pull away. Go on. I mean, you did pretty well actually, so... I think what would... I think we'll bring... we keep this navy operating up here, and this is the one that's going to be doing his stuff here. For some reason you didn't get your promotion. Right, let me just get the diplomatic process going with these guys. Gonna
Greetings, friend.
demand,
I've
offer
called
them a
for
trade
today
agreement.
to ease. All praise.
What that does now is effectively, what this does now means that the Romans don't really have a good jumping off point now to cross over here and attack these regions over here now. Because effectively the whole eastern side of Italia now is not in Roman hands, and On the western side, the only port they have is up here in Genoa. It looks very much like the Massilla is kind of putting some pressure on from that perspective as well. And I think what we can do now is just put you inside there. And what we're doing is weakening down Rome. Rome's only got a garrison on a 15. Interesting. And just want to make sure we've got a... Let's come in here. Let's take a look.
We have need of
Yeah, we got military access, which is exactly what I wanted. Where's my armies now? You're looking good. This army net is now freed up because the Romans can't really now launch an attack across the water here, and if they did, they wouldn't be able to do that much. Actually, have I got another navy here? Yes, I have. Okay. Keep that navy there. This place is still a little bit of a basket case. So at the moment, I think what we're going to do is just move you down to about here. And you can go into patrol. We really need to sort this area out. Got these Yozos here. Aren't helping us very much. This navy is probably causing a bit of a problem as well. What is the situation here? Well, 2 more turns for that, and then we should start really starting to fix the public order in this area. Now, if I remember correctly, we've got a population surplus over here. Oh, we actually got one for provincial capital. Do I want that? We've got positive food here. And we've got a library, we got that there. I think what we're going to do is put this in public order. Public order here is brilliant, actually. So I think maybe we'll go that way. Rebellion, troubled population, motivated population, newly captured settlement, faction rises, faction encountered. Don't I have a construction report? Yes, I do. Right, Slingdom. Can certainly take that up. Keep that jolly old empire maintenance down low. I think Bam was one of these areas where the public order was still a little bit shaky. So I think we'll put that in there. Where was the other one? Carax, that's it. And we're going to do exactly the same here. Because the public order is still a little bit shaky in Mesopotamia as well. And once this builds up, we could then take this up. Or actually, we could take this up almost straight away, actually. You're good for squalor. So we take that up. And that will compensate the loss of whatever was here. I think that was some food production tied to there. Anything else do I need to do? Oh, the one thing I was considering is getting rid of this navy here. Because, I don't know, it serves a purpose, I suppose, but it's... And of course we got this guy here. Wow, he's got a lot of... Ptolemy the Third. I think that's all we can do this turn. So what we can do is just... I want to get up so we see if we can see the Roman movements. Okay, we got... Okay, we got a little bit of promotion here. Children of the Nile. Wow, these guys took a lot of damage. But he got the promotion. Actually, they got military traditions. I wouldn't mind the war support ships. I think we'll go with that. And we got the Basque of Sobek. You're down here doing your thing. And of course, the next turn we will go into... And of course, the next... of course, once we go into the next one, we'll be in winter. So I think we'll go with that. Maybe we should make this guy into a skilled tactician. I like this here. I mean, we are causing a little bit of a problem with increasing our military upkeep. But I think the increased range respect to this army. What is the composition of this army? This is an artillery army, yeah, so range 435. A little bit of extra range may help with these guys. I really wouldn't mind being able to recruit some better missile troops. Judean archers. 11. Okay. We're just going to have to stick with them. And we're going to go for an end turn. I think what we'll do is we'll crush the riot. Okay, we've now completed 4.5 rigging. Desertion. Okay, we've lost a wife from the Egyptian nobility, and we've lost a governor. Where did he die? Okay, that might be a problem if we've lost a governor in Egypt. Yeah, we're not worried about the missions. I want a promotion there. Okay, this guy is good. We need to get this navy into somewhere where they can refurbish. Yeah, they've run out of supplies because they've been sat in the water for too long. Giving them the attrition. No. Cancel. You over to here. So you can come into port. You stay there at the moment. You into there. And you can refurbish and heal up a bit. I think what I wouldn't mind doing is you come out into the water, cross over there. And this isn't a brilliant army, so I don't want to risk it too much. Well, and we'll bring you down. Oops, not on the navy. There's an army in here somewhere.
How can I assist Pharaoh?
Bring. Oops. Ha. Okay.
The gods guide my footsteps.
This is where the Romans sneak in with a navy when I'm not looking. You can just drop into Athens. Actually, yeah, we'll put you into Athens just for the moment. And what we might do is bring this admiral round sometime in the future, but we get this navy. We want you in this sea region here. You can come down here. You can now recruit the artillery. More importantly, you guys can get upgraded. I think what we'll do is we'll get rid of these. These didn't perform very well. What we'll do is get 3 artillery ships. And what we're going to do is go in really heavily mob-handed here. And then that brings this navy up to full strength. While I'm looking at it, I think this is what we just created, isn't it? Improved ramming, I think it was. We could come up here, plus 1% upkeep. I think we'll go with that. I think the weapons proficiency, this is finished. This is navy related. So I think what we'll do is we'll just pump out that for 2 turns. Because then that will open up this. And this will give me a capability. I don't really know much about the military academies. Let me just have a look at that. I mean, we've got the place up here we've got to... Oh, because we can't build military. I think military academies have got to be built in provincial capitals, haven't they? Oh, we're certainly going to take that up. What's the garrison? Right, let me just... First thing we want is a muster field, and I think we're going to go public order here. I think this will... Eventually we could put this in. And what we could do is do an enclosed settlement to boost up the things, or we could go for something like that actually. Here's the garrison of 10.
Ready for
No, these
battle.
guys can't reach anyway.
We fight for you, my lord.
I mean, I'm very tempted in the next turn to possibly push up and destroy this legion here. Where's my agent here?
How may I serve
You round there. What's going on here? The Retium is open. I say we can't really go out here. I don't know how much longer we got. The food supplies here are going to last. Regional supply status 123. So we haven't got many more turns before we start running out of food. So we're gonna have to do something relatively quickly. Ventium, you've got a garrison of 17. A lead, a what we call it here. You come up and take a look at what we got here. Ah, see, you sneaky little guys. Got two legions there. How strong is the garrison here? This is 20. This is at nearly up to full strength now. One more turn, or 2 turns, and this should be up to full strength. Well, put that in as well. So we've got to keep 2 armies over here just to deal with rebellions and other rubbish. Let these guys go for a little bit longer. Who are you?
We fight for you, my lord.
I mean, if we pushed out and took consent here, my instinct would be is to actually go up that, but we've got to find some way to isolate those 2 legions. Or split them apart is probably a polite way of saying. And we've now got this area here. It's winter, so see what we've got. War declared. Whose war's declared? So the Turdetani are now attacking the Romans. Parthia is trespassing. So and they might be starting to get together to cause us more problems. We're going to go with that. That will come down this path here, giving us more public order. Good. Question report. Got water tanks in here, and of course I've already done that one. Okay, we got terrace. I think we'll push that up as well. Concealed army discovered. Where's the concealed army? It's a little bit distance away from me. Inspired population, unhappy, motivated people. The year of the history, 217 BC. Roman consuls, deaths of Gaius Flammius. It's all happening in Rome. I'm not going to read that lot. Wow. Egypt, the Egyptian native hoplites under Ptolemy crushes the Seleucid army. Yeah, we crushed the Seleucids a long time ago. Greece is no longer around. You're a little bit behind the times, I'm afraid. And there was something else. Oh yeah, we lost a governor, didn't we? Sure, was that? Yeah, natural causes. Yeah, we got her, and we got a governor. I'm inclined to bring a governor up over here. Yeah, I think we'll put a governor in here. So, dignitary. Next. +1 growth. Oh, I think that would be useful. The local. If we end up fighting here, then a little bit of extra morale to the armies defending here could make a difference. And of course, the other thing also is we lost a wife, so we need to replace her. You need to get married again. Because he is 35, she's 26. And what we have to do is get her out with a mission. Masilla, Parthia. I think you can go to Masilla. Because we need to get you up to level 4. Yeah, you can get married as well. Make these guys even a little bit happier. And you can go out on a mission as well. You can go to Carthage. And that will... Yeah, so we've got nice young family members over here. Look at 694 gravitas. 204. How much have you got? You've got 972. And you really need to get married. How old are you? You're 56. You're too old. And he didn't even produce any other children. Well, I mean, we've got lots of daughters here which should really need to get married. Please, how old are you now? You're 25. Then we just got a couple of wives married. You're 19, I think. I think you can get married and bring in a new general. I mean, at a point in the game where, truthfully, we don't really need all these people. I mean, well, yeah, I think what we'll do is we're going... Actually, am I affecting the overall? Purge. Never ever used Purge. I must admit, I've never really found the point of this. I mean, that -4 is not particularly that significant, to be honest, because if you come in here, you see they've got 54% influence. So if you reduce that by -4, the overall effect you're going to have is quite low. I mean, to be honest, influence is very much a broken mechanic in this game. The process that you gain and lose influence is almost a black box. I'll be completely honest. I've got one mechanic in this game I've never really understood, and what seems to happen is the party that gets the most influence in, say, the first 100 or first 50 turns seems to dominate for the rest of the game. And there just doesn't seem to be any way of actually moving that forward. And if we look at the summit, we got 43% influence. We got 129 out of so many court nobles. You don't seem to be able to push this forward. And what tends to happen is you tend to get stuck at a certain point here where he says the influence is overlooked. And I mean, if anyone actually knows how influence truly works in this game, feel free to chuck it in the comments, because it's the one mechanic I've never really understood. I've only ever had a very vague idea about how it actually works. Anyway, we're just gonna have a quick look through. We got Pannonia, so we got a whole raft of here. I mean, we got 100 foods in winter, so we're not exactly short of food. Won't worry about them just at the moment. Asia's probably got trouble propellants over here again in Asia. Part of me says knock out one of these or something, but I think at the moment we can just leave it. Hopefully we'll get things sorted out over time. This is slowly improving. One more turn and we get another boost to public order. I mean, we're making so much money, I don't even really feel the need to push any of these up. I mean, we got 8 food here, but we're only going to get 100 credit. Public order is, I mean, we'd get a tiny little boost to public order. And we could, I suppose we could take that up in this area. Yeah, I think maybe we'll do that just for the fun of it. Fishing. No. What we got here? Yeah, we got -3 public order at the moment. That will take up public order -6. Don't really feel the need for that. Macedonia. Macro. Francia. Definitely got to go to another part of this map for the next series. You're good. Libya is good. Syria's a little bit tight. You could take that up. But yeah, I think we'll take that up. I mean, it does give us some... Reduces banditry and it reduces piracy in this area. This is where the pirates come. So maybe if we put that in, that might stop those pirates appearing by side all the time. Come in here, Thrake. You're pretty good. Bithynian Pontus is right on the verge of actually becoming positive once. I mean, this siege workshop is what do I want? I don't think I really need that. This is rock solid. I can imagine the culture is, yeah, we're 59% now, grown 0.1, so that's growing all the time. Food. Yeah, I think we've turned round here now. We just need to get this creeping up the opposite way again. You're good, and Egypt is good as well. And I've just noticed the time, so I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, we will try and find a chink in the Romans' armor and break through. My instinct is to possibly protect my rear by attacking here and destroying this legion. I don't know. They've only got... I mean, the garrison is pretty weak. And, oh, they've got one more turn. That might improve the garrison. Anyway, until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.